Hey there, everybody, and welcome back to Poetic Philosophy. And I'm doing this show on the road, so to speak. Actually, I'm in a parking lot, which makes you wonder, why do we drive? Why do we park on a driveway and drive on a parkway? Some of those old questions that I guess will never be solved. But I am here on the Kangamangus Highway. I'm at the highest part of the Kangamangus Highway. I have taken some cool pictures, which I will be displaying in this show. As you listen to this, you can see my surroundings. And as you can tell, it's overcast. Kind of like that foggy, overcast, mystical, it's just like, you can almost sense the magic of life. It's like we're at a doorway to another land, another, I don't want to say another consciousness, because there's only one consciousness, but another doorway to another part of the consciousness. Maybe I could put it that way. I am going to play some poetry or read some poetry. I have one that I wrote Monday. It was like right after the snowstorm we had like last weekend. We had a snowstorm that came this way, and it was the Monday after the snowstorm, and I wrote that poem then. I think it's still suitable, still suitable to this type of, I need some more hot chocolate. Yes, hot chocolate is always good. Makes everything good. But I'm sitting here, and I love scenes like this. I'm going to try and talk up my inspiration and why scenes and places like this inspire me, inspire my poetry, inspire my writing. Because we all have our own individual inspirations. And you don't have to be in the creative arts to be inspired. You don't have to be a writer, a songwriter, a poet, a artist, a craftsman. You don't have to be any one of those things. You can be in business. You can be in computer information technology. And so I'm sitting here looking out amongst the mountains, the white of the clouds, the fog, the clouds. There is a breeze flowing through the land. Should be a breeze. I have my heater on because I'm in the car, even though I also do have my window open, because I like, I don't like it too hot or too cold. So by having both going, I get a comfortable, I don't need gloves, I can be comfortable, I can feel the hot and the cold, the yin and the yang, the light and the dark, the male and the female. We all have male and female within each of us, and people get so hung up on gender. It's not about, male and female energies. It's not about your physical gender. It's not about that. That is like the lowest understanding ever. You know, if you want a more higher definition of male and female energies, it is simply the female energies are magnetic. They're invisible. That's why they're a mystery to us all, even the female gender. And the male is the action, the doing. You know, a good image to understand male and female energies. Think of the sun in our sky as male energies, and it puts out all its energy into the universe. It's like it heats it up. It makes things go. It makes life happen. But the gravitational force of the earth, even how the moon reflects the sun's light, that is the example of female energies. So, you know, take your ideas about male and female and just bring them up a notch. Get them out of the personality and out of physical gender, because we are not our physical bodies. We are not our physical bodies. We are luminous beings, as Yoda once said in the Star Wars movies. I'm looking at branches right now. It's like, I like seeing the trees without the leaves. I mean, they're nice with the leaves, but there's a certain magnificence to a tree without leaves, because it still has form. It still has its individuality, because every tree is different, because the branches are different. They come out of the tree in different ways. They're different sizes, you know. And then, of course, you have your evergreens. You know, the evergreens, the Christmas tree. You know, the Christmas trees, the symbol of continuation of life, of being. The fog, again, I mentioned, it's like a doorway into another part of consciousness. It's just comfy and cozy. It's been 8 minutes. I am going to read that poem. I don't have a title for that poem yet. I don't know, maybe I may call it just Monday after the snowstorm. Stay tuned for that one. Let me queue up this, and it's scrolling good, because sometimes my phone, it's a new phone, and I had to replace the apps on this phone because they just they kept freezing. So far it's so good. Anyways, the first Monday after the snowstorm. It's the first Monday after the first weekend snowstorm of the winter season, even though it's not technically winter yet. It's cold. It's a cold 26 degrees. There's a slight wind coming in from the north. The sun is seen among the clouds, and there are ice on the roads that are less traveled by. We travel in our warm cars, drinking our hot coffee or hot cocoa, while listening to jazz on the radio on this cold autumn day. Everything is normal. With Mother Nature's New England, seasons do mix as your favorite alcoholic drink. Our days do pass to an early night until on Solstice Eve, days start to lengthen. And before we know it, spring sneaks upon us with light rain and the flowers bud. Hope you guys enjoyed that poem. Get to my recording app again. And hey everybody, I hope you enjoyed that poem. I'm going to try something different here. Try to do a poem that is just right off the cuff. You know, just talking about my experience here, up here in the White Mountains. Let's see how the experiment goes. It's cold out, 31 degrees. A cold breeze flows over the top of the mountain, moving the little bare trees side to side at one with the wind. Snow on the ground from past storms. People come from different parts of the area to enjoy this natural scene, to be a part of nature, to get away from the city, to look out amongst the rolling hills, actually the rolling mountains. They look like hills, but they are big mountains. Light fog over them. When you look out towards the horizon, you can almost see another part of consciousness as reality just opens. And around here, trees with little bits of snow clung on them. It's scenes like this that we love, that we are drawn to, because somewhere deep within us, we know we are connected to all life, to each other. And it is in scenes like this where we remember who we are. Thank you for listening. Hey everybody, I hope you enjoyed this experiment in poetic expression. After all, this is poetic philosophy. Poetic philosophy, how we use poetry in our everyday life. Thank you for listening and watching. And of course, if you like this show or any of my shows, just subscribe to my channel. If you think other people will like it, share it. And if you are inspired by my words or the scenes that you see, comment. Thank you for listening, and remember to always stay creative in the magic of life. And life is indeed magic.